Salena,
Jesse.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Happy
How are
New
you?
Year.
Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, well, I called in today, Jesse, because I know you're an advocate for rebuilding families and rebuilding the man.
Yes, a little louder
And,
for me, Salena. But you're right.
Yes, I've been married 23 years.
Uh-huh.
I'm only 43 years old. I got married when I was 19.
Okay.
And now I'm wondering, how do I get order back in my marriage? Because I feel like I'm in a fallen state. And I remember you saying that God showed you when you were in a fallen state. And I just need some clarity, basically, as to what I should do and how to get my marriage back in order.
That's a good question. And what is it about you that let you know that you're in a fallen state?
I just feel empty.
Oh, okay.
Empty inside. I know the word of God. I know his word. But I just feel like I'm empty, and I don't know if I should actually divorce and move on. It's like I'm getting nowhere with my husband these days.
And what type of, based on your opinion, what type of husband is your husband? What type of man is your husband?
He's one that I can't do what the Bible says, to praise, respect him. I can't really respect him all the time.
Why not?
Things he's done in the past and things he says, and the fact that he likes to blame me for a lot of things that's going on. And I joined the military when I was 19 because we had a child, so I took the initiative to try to get us, established where we weren't being evicted and our kids didn't have to worry about anything. And I'm kind of feeling like, did I do the wrong thing? Was I being the man and did not allow him to be the man he was supposed to be?
Was he working at 19 when you met him?
Little part-time jobs, yes.
What made you marry him? Why did you marry him?
I married him, one, because I wanted my son to be with his father. I wanted us to be a family.
Oh, okay.
I wanted us to be together.
So you got pregnant before you got married? Before you were married?
I'm sorry, say that again?
You got pregnant before you were married?
Yes, I got pregnant at 17 and we got married at 19.
Okay.
And we've been married, never been separated all this time. It's just...
Salena, this is so easy. You're going to smile. Number one, you got to forgive your mother and return to your father, your earthly father. You got to stop.
I thought I did that.
Did you go to your mother and forgive her for what she did to you?
I thought I did that. My mother visited me for the first time 2 months ago, and I tried to tell her everything because she gave me away when I was 3 months old. I never had a daddy, so I was living with my grandmother all my life.
Yeah.
And I thought I did.
Tell me what happened when you talked to your mother.
She said, why am I going back on all the old stuff? And she was happy all this time that she wasn't with me. She wasn't worried about me because she kept me in a safe place.
Amazing. And how did you feel when she said that?
At that time, I felt like it was okay because I did feel like I was healing before she got there, so I tried to understand what she may have been going through at that time since she was young herself.
Right.
But when she said that, I felt sad. Like, I was safe, but you didn't know what was going on.
That's right. That's right. And do you know who your father is?
I do know who he is, but when she was here, she told me he might not be my dad. So
amazing.
I'm not sure anymore. I feel like I have to start all over again.
I understand, but you're on your way. Don't worry. When you went to your mother to forgive her, you forgive her because you understood yourself. You should understand yourself first, know thyself first, and you would see that the things you have done in life were wrong, but you couldn't help yourself. That another spirit had made a home in you, and it was driving you to do the things you would not ordinarily do. That was wrong.
Right.
And so knowing that, it will help you to understand your mother, that she loved you, but she didn't know how to love you. She did the best that she could do because she has the same anger and the same spirit that you have inside of you, so she could not help herself. And it sounds like she has not overcome that yet. And so in understanding yourself, it will help you to understand your mother. So when you forgive her, it doesn't matter if she admitted, accepted, or apologized or whatever. God will forgive you so that you can go free, because the only reason you feel the way you feel is because of the resentment you have toward your mother, and you haven't returned to your father. And so it's not what they did to you that's hurting you. It's your anger toward what they did that's hurting you. It's not because the body healed, but the soul can't heal until you forgive and return to God. So you got to understand that your mother could not help herself. And she resented her mother. And she was,
yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, and she
said she left me there to be safe, but it was also because her mom was out in the street getting slapped by men. So she thought it was cool.
She should have never left you with her mother, because the same mother that raised her was going to raise you, and the same mother was going to do the same thing to you. So you got to forgive your grandmother. Just realize they cannot help it. Our battle is a spiritual battle. It's not men against women or women against men. It's not physical. It's right versus wrong, good versus evil. And so you have an evil spirit that's made a home in you, and it pretends to be you. It pretends to think for you. It pretends to make decisions, but it's not you. And so just realize your mother, your grandmother could not help themselves. And just forgive them. Doesn't make it right. It doesn't mean you won't speak up. It's just that God will take their identity away from you, and you're going to become yourself again. You're going to have perfect peace. And then you can forgive your husband, because your husband, based on what you said, cannot help himself either. His mother did that to him, and he doesn't love his father either. Both of you have been turned away from your fathers, and when you were turned away...
that's what brought us together.
Yeah. But you guys should not have come together, though, in that condition.
Right.
But it is what it is right now. So forgive your husband, because just as you cannot help yourself, he can't help himself. He got to return to God by forgiving his parents. Okay. So don't be mad at it. You be honest with him, but don't resent him. He can't help it. He's doing the best he can do. He doesn't have love. That makes sense?
Yes, it does.
And then both of you came together in a fallen state. And so you didn't see what you were getting into like you're seeing it now. And so be honest with your husband, but don't resent him. Your husband needs to go and forgive his mother, forgive his earthly father, so that God can forgive him and bring him back into the kingdom of heaven within. And that's what's going to happen for you when you forgive your mother and your father.
Okay.
And your grandmother, too. What do you think about that?
It's just like, I agree. I agree. And I did think about all that. And I've been listening to all of your videos and everything, and it has helped me. And a personal issue that I want to ask you about to see if I need to leave him.
Okay.
Because it's making me angry every day. And I don't want to be angry every day about the situation.
That's right. I know what you mean.
He's addicted to porn. And it makes me feel like he don't need me here. Why should I be here and watch him do this to me?
You watching porn?
No, I'm just saying I know he does it. So it's like I'm allowing it.
Oh, okay. Let me tell you why he's doing it. He hates women. He hates his mother. And he's trying to find love through women, and they don't have it to give. He thought, because he hates his mother, he hates all women. And when he met you, he thought he was going to get love from you. Instead, he just got sex, and sex is not love. And so don't be mad at him about that. It's not anything against you. It's just that he has no peace. He has no peace. It's like a drug addict. He's looking for peace. And to most men, they think sex is love. They think sex is peace. But if he were to forgive his mother and return to his father, he would no longer be doing porn.
Okay.
So don't hold it against him. As long as you're not seeing it happen, it's not a negative toward you at all. It's just that he's like a drug addict. Sex for men is like
Well, I kind of see it happen, Jesse. I see the money. This is not the free porn he's watching. Everybody go on Pornhub and watch free porn. He's paying for live videos.
Yeah.
I can see it coming out my bank account.
Well, here's what you should do. And say, I know that you're addicted to this stuff, and I know why. You and I got together in a father state. It's time to make a change, and you need to stop. You need to forgive your mother and return to your father so you can have peace. And if he get it from you guys have a joint account together?
We do have a joint, and we have 2 separate accounts for other things.
Well,
we have one joint for the family.
Well, tell him that if he spend on point again from your account, you're going to take him off. Don't be mad at him. Just take action. And so whatever he does with his own private money, that's on him. But what he does with the family money, that's a different story.
Okay.
So you need to, if he doesn't stop, if you do it, once you talk to him about it, if he does it one more time, take him off that and let him do it with his own money, but not in front of you. And also show him that he needs to forgive. He can't help it.